I've been contemplating, how do I share things that I'm interested in, things that I am passionate about, that are outside of behavior analysis, but related in some sort of way, and share them with you all. So what I want to do today in this quick video is to share what I've consumed in the past week. And eventually this is going to grow into something where it's a number of different things, where it's like different books or articles, things that I'm reading and consuming within and outside the field. But to start, I just want to point to one channel. And this one channel is absolutely fantastic. A fellow patron. And it is called Soft White Underbelly. So if you have a minute, go check out Soft White Underbelly. The idea here is that the most vulnerable part of an animal, this is sometimes a metaphor too, used in war and stuff like that, is the underbelly. And so what this gentleman is doing here, Mark Laita, I think is how you say his name. But what Mark is doing is he's highlighting how poor conditions, unfortunate conditions, unfortunate's a better word, unfortunate conditions that happen in a person lead to them experiencing a wildly different life than they probably wished or hoped to. So if you see here, he has a number of different things that are posted up here. Conversation with a pimp, $1 million in crack, pimp interview, prostitute interview, sex offender interview. If I continue on, talk on helping, homelessness, crack addict, conversation with a cross-dresser, sexual abuse victim. What he's doing is in an interview format, sitting down with folks and having discussions. And from my interpretation, trying to understand the situations that would lead somebody to engage in certain types of behavior that would eventually get them into maybe an identity or a situation in which they never intended, they didn't want to be. Some of them kind of seem to lean into it and like embrace that identity. Others have suffered extreme heartache and setbacks in life and struggle immensely. But this was passed on to me. I found it absolutely fascinating what he's doing. Almost all the content that he is putting out there is getting demonetized by YouTube because of the sensitivity of the subjects. So he's doing this like as a past successful photographer and dumping a ton of money in to be able to put these things out there, which is just like, it's great. And each one leaves you with like some like gut-wrenching parts of their interviews. So it's a little tough to take in, but it's the parts of society that we should all know about, which we should all focus on, that aren't getting highlighted as much. And he's not here to talk about solutions or what we could do about it. From my understanding, he's just here to say, here's something that doesn't get amplified enough and we should all be aware of it, and it should be something that we should be collectively working on as a society to try to address. And that is, again, from my understanding, that poor circumstances during your childhood and upbringing can lead you down wildly different paths than you ever wished that you were in, hope to be in, etc. Now, I'm going to leave this channel in the over here real quick if you guys want to go check it out. That's his channel. And the thing that is also really interesting that I've almost finished, as you can see here, I was listening to this while I was working out, is an interview, because he's not involved much on his channel. He's not involved much on his channel, like him showing himself, but this interview is a breakdown of like what he does and why he does it. So Soft White Underbelly, the person pointed this out to me, I've consumed way too much of this in the past week. It's all been totally worth it, but I've been like obsessed with this channel of this Mark Laita, and I highly recommend it. So check it out. Appreciate the time from y'all. This has been fun. It's gone way longer than I expected it to, but that's okay. I'll find some pacing. Those of you that stuck around, I appreciate it. And yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens in 2021. Live streaming is one of my goals, things to kind of get fluent in, get good at. So I thank you for your time, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.